connect well on time.
I think in India, COVID situation is quite
Yeah,
bit
it's getting bad, right?
yeah. Okay, so actually we'll start in next 5 minutes. Okay, I have a
Yeah.
few announcements.
Okay.
So yeah, because people will join along the way. So yeah.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
They will start by around 5:75. I think should be fine enough.
Yeah, actually, I'll start making announcement by 7. Then people will join, and yeah, then you can continue after that.
Okay, Asif. Okay.
Okay.
And I think this is the first time I'm meeting you.
Yeah,
Either
yeah.
to virtual, yeah.
Sure, sure.
Okay, nice. It looks like Revut is joined as well. I know him
Yeah.
very well because I was working at Cassie as well, right?
Oh, is it?
Hello, Revut.
Revit, you there?
I think he's just connecting. He's using
Oh,
another phone, I hope. Maybe another device he's on.
okay.
And how about you, Asif? Are you working from home today?
Actually, I was in office. I quite rushed to because
Okay.
that's why usually I start by 6:30, but I think I was a bit late today. So yeah,
Okay.
at 6:45. So hey, Rivat, you there? Oh,
Yes,
appear.
he's just turning on.
Yeah.
Hello, Revut.
Actually, today's topic is quite interesting. I was just waiting for it. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Because I'm quite interested in IoT. We have done in our previous company some projects in IoT.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so I think it's going to be quite interesting. Let's see.
What kind of projects did you work on?
Actually, we were working on RFID projects. So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, we used to set up the RFID devices, and then I was the programmer for writing the codes for. On the time, I used to write on there was from the Zebra technology, there was a handheld scanner for
Okay.
scanning RFID codes. So we used to write the Windows application for that to capture
Okay.
the asset tags and all. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's
Okay.
interesting.
Hey
But
Arun,
for today's one,
how are you
hello,
doing?
Revut. I'm good, Revut. How are
Hey,
you? How are you?
good.
Good as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been quite a while. We didn't meet each other, right?
yeah, it's been quite a while. We
Yeah.
don't see each other. So how are things?
Yes. I'm good, and things are okay as well, Revut. Yeah. How is it
No,
at your end? It's all good.
I'm good also. Yeah,
Nice, nice.
enjoying yeah,
Enjoying quarantine.
enjoying the quarantine.
No, I'm not. Actually, for us, it's like a alternative week. We need to go to office.
Oh, okay. Alternatively, needs to go to office,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay,
So
maybe yeah, do it.
yeah,
I think we have got
I'm just
attendees now.
I'm just asking, what is the IoT core with Raspberry that you're going to bring today? Just
Yes,
summary.
I do have. Okay, as a summary, I'm just going to give a small introduction about Windows 10 IoT Core as well as how to set it up. And also, I would like to show a small demo where we can launch a
Awesome.
Hello World application and try to run
Okay.
it on Raspberry Pi.
Let me start
Awesome.
with okay, I think it's announcement time. Yeah, I may just I have a few things to before starting the session. Hey everyone, thanks for joining today. Are you able to see my screen? A little bit?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, hey everyone, thanks for joining today. My name is Asif, and we are from Microsoft technical community, and actually, so this is Azure Singapore community, which is a part of Microsoft technical community, and there are a couple of other communities as well in under Microsoft technical community. So let me show you 1 minute. Yeah. So if you like ML or .NET there are .NET community, there's data community and ML community. So if you are interested one of them, so you can join our Facebook page. So this is MS Technical Communities SG, and means you can see all our upcoming events, and if you have any doubt or in any topics, so yeah, you can also ask. There are a lot of community leaders available on this page. And this is our meetup group, MS on the meetup.com, MSGSGUG. So under that, you can see all our upcoming event, not for only Azure Singapore community, they are also for the .NET and ML communities. All the events will be published there. And recently, actually, we have also created APAC data communities, which is it's a collaboration of a couple of APEC countries under Indonesia, Malaysia, Sri Lanka. Yeah, so there is a separate meetup group for that. And all our session recordings are available on our YouTube channel. So this is our MVP YouTube channel. So you can just type on the YouTube YTS MVP, and you can see all our session recordings. Even though for means like for today's session, recording will be available also after the session on this YouTube channel. And if you like to present in our group, you are welcome, and you can contact any one of the organizer, which is shown in this picture, and including me, or either Duet or Senthimil or Nilesh. Okay, or if you want to host also, then that'll be good. Okay, and few of the sessions we have done in past. Recently, in last month, we have done means like ARM templates best practices by Tim Warner, and there was also on Azure security that was presented by Hassan. And before that, we have done couple of series. There was a API series. So there were 4 sessions presented by Lohit, and it was really interesting. So if you would like to, you are confused like how to start with the APIs, how to design the API, and then how to apply the DevOps. So this is the 4-part series, which is end-to-end from designing the APIs to the end of implementation to the consumer. So maybe you can take a look. It is available on our YouTube channel. So you can just type bit.ly Azure Singapore sessions. And before that, in December, we have also done the DevOps series. So there was a couple of interesting DevOps sessions in the whole month, and different country speakers presented in that. So that's also available on our YouTube channel. And today's session is on Windows 10 IoT Windows 10 Pi, which is really quite interesting sessions on IoT. So if you are interested, you can there'll be a few more sessions coming up in April and May for the IoT. And this session is going to be presented by Arunagiri Gobi. So he is PM for market risk apps, and he's quite experienced in DevOps and market risk apps and tooling. He's from Credit Agricole Bank Singapore, and next session is Arun is going to present same related to IoT, and which is on 22nd of April. So if you haven't joined, so you can find out on our meetup group. And MSUG. So you can see we have already published the event, and you can sign up for the event. And some related sessions we have done in past. You can see there. And there is also one data event happening, which is a collaboration of all the APEC countries, all the data event. So there are 5 speakers, 5 sessions will be there. It's a whole means like half-day event, and you can see quite interesting sessions. So if you are interested in Power BI or modern data warehouse, or machine learning, so maybe machine learning might be helpful for you. It's on April 24. So you can join the session. And this is our YouTube channel. So maybe YouTube channel. So you can join the session to see the recordings of previous sessions, and all the sessions of recordings are available there. It's very interesting. And we have done also some chat boxes sessions in previously, so that's also available on our YouTube channel. And before hand over to Arun, there are a few reminders. If you have any questions, you can ask by in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself, can ask, and can use the raise hand feature. We will monitor that. And please keep yourself on mute during the sessions. And this session is being recorded. If you like the session, please spread the words on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. We are present everywhere actually. Okay, so yeah, that's for me. Now hand over to Arun.
Thank you, Asif. Thank you. Thanks for organizing this session. And I would like to thank Nilesh and Rivut as well. Thank you. I'll try to share my screen. Just give me a second. Okay. Hope the screen. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, thank you, Asif and Nilesh and Rivut. Thanks for organizing. And today I'm going to talk about Windows 10 IoT Core on Raspberry Pi. And this will be mostly on Microsoft Azure related topic. And I'll be introducing some of the Azure related profiles which are available specifically for IoT today. And I think Asif has given a nice introduction. I didn't add anything about me. So my name is Arun, and if you are dare enough, maybe you can try to read my full name. It's Arunagiri Gobi. Definitely you'll have some fun time with that. And if you like to know about me, maybe you can head over to my LinkedIn profile as well. And at times maybe I can say myself as an out of box thinker, because most of the time whenever I try to fill some forms, I won't have enough boxes to fill my name. It's more like I have to think where I need to put my name out of the box somewhere aside. Okay. And to head over to this session, it's going to be a basic level for today. Mainly it's about IoT and especially on Windows 10 IoT. And I will also give a short introduction about Raspberry Pi and how to set it up with Windows 10 IoT. And I will have a few tools which are available with me, and you can download as well. Windows 10 IoT Core dashboard and Windows 10 IoT remote client. Okay, so these are the tools which I'll be using. And apart from that, the IDE will be Visual Studio for a small demo. And I will also speak about the IoT portfolio available from Azure. Okay, that's about for today. And basically, it's a very basic session. And if you do not have any prior knowledge, I don't think it's going to be a tough one to follow. Okay. And just to be hands-free and be relaxed, you can take out these slides. Maybe I'll try to share the link as well in the chat. Just give me a moment. Okay. So the whole slide is available as a PDF. So if you like to track from there, you can. Okay, since we are just out from office, we deserve a joke. So I took one from the internet. Let's read it out. Actually, this author, I don't know whether he really thought about IoT and maybe he's an expert in IoT. He nailed down almost all the components and the concepts related to IoT here. So if you read it, it's like your phone told your Fitbit that told your Nest that told your Sonos that told me that you owe your wife an apology. So it means we have a device and which is the things and which are based on electronic equipments, and we have connectivity which speaks each other, and as well as we do have data transfers between the devices, and at the end we do have some sort of action happening. It's like it suggests some action. 2 dozen roses, red roses are available for 29.90. So this is kind of the whole IoT concept. If we go for the textbook definition, it's mainly the extension of internet connectivity with physical devices and everyday objects with electronics embedded in it. And of course, we need to have internet connectivity and other forms of hardware, such as sensors are required to retrieve the data from day-to-day objects and as well as from environment and surroundings. And those data are passed by means of communication, and it interacts over internet. And it can be remotely monitored and controlled. So this is a kind of textbook definition. And if you go with this joke, it clearly nails down almost all the concepts of this IoT. And if we speak about Azure IoT, it's mainly a collection of services provided by Microsoft, and it's a kind of a managed cloud services which connects, monitors, and controls IoT assets. So that's the kind of a small definition from Microsoft. In simple terms, it's made up of devices and more than one or more backend services running in the cloud that communicates each other. So as I said here, we have sensors, we have device which receives the sensory data, and we pose it on to some cloud service which keeps track of the data, and based on that we take some actions out of it. And this is just a plain textbook definition of IoT. So let's go on to Windows 10 IoT. So we have three flavors available on Windows 10 IoT. One is IoT Core, and the other one is IoT Enterprise, and the third one is Windows Server IoT 2019. Let's see each one of them, what it does, and what's the advantage, and what are the constraints behind each one of those flavors or editions. So first one out of this is Windows 10 IoT Core. So here it's the smallest version of Windows 10 available. And if you check the size required for this IoT, the Windows 10 IoT, it's quite small. So basically, for the capacity wise, for CPU capacity, it should be 400 megahertz the speed. And it supports x86, x64, as well as ARM chipsets. So it provides almost all the basic functionalities which are required. And it's a very minimal set of Windows 10 available in the market. And 256 MB of RAM is good enough for Windows 10 IoT Core to run. And if at all we connect the display with this device, to have 512 MB of RAM. And for persistent storage, we need to have 2 GB. So that's something very less if we compare it against Windows 10 other usual Windows 10 systems. And based on the constraints, if you see, it can only run Universal Windows Platform related apps. That's the UWP app, which is basically the modern app, which is called as modern app by Microsoft. Okay, and this IoT Core, the Windows 10 IoT Core, it's optimized for headless as well as display. So the device can work with or without a display. And it's normally familiar. The Windows security and tools and manageability is the same familiar tools which you are going to use for setting out and as well as for managing the device. Okay, and it can only run one app at a time. In the background, it can run something, but towards the facing side, it can have only one app. You cannot have window by windows running together as like in Windows 10. These are some limitations. But it's mainly a very nice version which can run on smaller devices and which can also provide a good security as well, and good connectivity with Azure as well. Okay, and the next one is Windows 10 IoT Enterprise. This edition is almost like a full-fledged edition of Windows 10 Enterprise, and the functionalities are almost similar to Windows 10. The usual Windows 10 which we use today. And here we can run both classic applications, the Win32, as well as the UWP app. And we can use almost the same deployment options and manageability as like in our usual Windows 10 desktop. And here, if we see the requirements, the basic requirements for this is a 1 GHz processor. If you see now our ARM, the ARM chipset is missing here, so it doesn't support ARM chipset. So it supports only x86 and x64 CPU. And if you check for the memory requirement, it's 1 GB is required. But if you go with a 64-bit version, then we need to have 2 GB. And for persistent storage, it's 16 GB. And for 64-bit, it's going to be 20 GB. And if we compare between the IoT Core, here which requires only 2 GB of storage, whereas here if you see it's 16 GB, almost 8 times the size of IoT Core requirement. So you can see and compare, you can feel the size. It's almost 8 times, and even if you go with a 64-bit one, it's going to be even bigger than the usual IoT, normal smaller one, the IoT Core. And next is Windows Server IoT 2019. This is as like Windows 10 IoT Enterprise. This one is based on Windows Server. So the same backbone is there in the Windows Server IoT 2019. Here the advantage is mainly the capacity of handling the data, and as well as the processing capacity is quite high here. One example scenario for Windows Server than the Windows 10 Enterprise or Windows 10 IoT Core is, for example, if you have live video feeds coming from many cameras, and if you need to process them, then here the Windows Server IoT is a best fit for that. For example, if you are receiving tens and millions of GBs of data together, then we need to have good storage capacity as well, which will be supported by Windows Server IoT. Whereas if you go with Windows 10 IoT Core, then it will be for a basic functionalities, for example, just for receiving some telemetry from small sensors and kind of things. Whereas here with the Server IoT, it's going to be a better option if we have a huge volume of data to be processed. And for security-wise, we know very well about server security. So it has the same capability as like in Windows Server, and it's an hybrid. It supports an hybrid platform on-prem as well as in cloud, and also it supports container. As I said, the larger data storage and compute capability. And this can be done only by licensing OEM. So it is not available for our day-to-day developers. So it needs to pass through some of the licensing workflow. And here, if you see the chipset, now both x86 and ARM is gone. It only supports x64 CPUs, and the speed should be 1.4 GHz. But whereas the minimum requirement is just 512 MB of RAM. But whereas if you need to have some kind of a desktop setup, with display and front-facing devices, then we need to have 2 GB of RAM. And for persistent storage, it is going to be 32 GB. And if we consider some use cases for Windows 10 IoT Enterprise, we can think of ATMs, where we need to connect with many devices, for example, a currency validator, and that could be one for counting the currencies, and that could be one for printing the passbook and the statements, and maybe for one interface which faces the user, like a display device, kind of thing. And these kind of scenarios can be very well handled with Windows 10 IoT Enterprise. But whereas if we go with IoT Core, it's mainly for small devices which connects with sensors and kind of small equipments. So you can decide based on these criteria which one you can go for your projects. Okay, and this is about Windows Server. And for Windows 10 IoT, why we need to go with Windows 10 IoT? It's mainly the security. It has the full security features, whatever is available in normal Windows 10 family of OS. And familiar Windows 10 ecosystem is available here. And for example, if we go with Windows 10 IoT Enterprise, we see almost the same desktop and the shell. Everything is almost the same. And the next one is the build to last, because the life cycle for this Windows 10 IoT OS is quite high, 10 years. Microsoft commits to support these OSs for 10 years. And connectivity with Azure is inbuilt as well as for branding and customization, it's out of the box experience here. Because if, for example, if you are preparing a device which is for maybe for an ATM or something kind of such front-facing device, you can customize the startup logo with your own logo, or maybe to add some customization on the application itself. So this kind of branding and customization can be done with Windows 10 very easily with Windows 10 IoT. And as well as it has a built-in kiosk mode. So for any kiosk, for example, the vending machine or kind of things, it's quite easy to set it up with Windows 10 IoT. And anyhow, user experience, we know very well about Windows 10. So the same experience will be getting with all the IoT flavors. But one point to note here is in Windows 10 IoT Core, we do not have a shell. Means you do not have a front-facing shell which you can key in your commands or running some commands from Intuitive UI kind of things is not available. But they do have an app which they call it as a dashboard app, the Windows 10 IoT dashboard. So that will be automatically installed when you flash Windows 10 IoT Core onto SD card. So that will pop up when you open the Windows 10 IoT device. Okay, so if you connect with the display, that will be the first default app which will be running on top of the Windows 10 IoT Core. So you would be able to launch some commands, even though it's not a basic actual shell. It does have a kind of interface to enter your commands. And also we can have a browser to browse through all the applications which we have displayed. I will show you the screen later in this demo, and you will come to know how it looks like. So basically, this is about Windows 10 in general. If you have any questions, I can give a little pause. If you have any questions, you can ask me as well.
Arun, there's one question. Can we use IoT with Raspberry Pi?
Yes, of course. That's going to be the demo for us today. Definitely, we can run Windows 10 IoT Core on Raspberry Pi. But the other flavors, we cannot run it on Raspberry Pi. For example, if we would like to run Windows 10 IoT Enterprise, we won't be able to run it on Raspberry Pi. And likewise, the same Windows goes for Windows Server. So we won't be able to run it on Raspberry Pi. But IoT Core is supported.
Is the OS Windows 10 IoT is free to
Yes.
get the
Yes.
image and the load
Available
image and the
available
load it in
for
some
yes. This is available for everyone to download, and it's free of cost. There is no licensing involved. You can feel free to install it on your Raspberry Pi, or there are few other boards are supported by Windows 10 IoT Core. You can install them and feel free to run your apps on it. So there is no restrictions. But if you are developing a custom device which is going to be used in the customer market, then we need to go with licensing from Microsoft. So otherwise, for the day-to-day development and trying out and doing POCs, there is no restriction.
Yeah, Arun, I think actually there was a question. Can we use IoT Core with the RPI Core model?
No. This is not supported. Actually, from Microsoft, currently in document they support only 2 and 3, Raspberry Pi 2 and 3. Pico is not supported. And even 4 is not officially supported, but you can flash it and run it on that.
Yeah, I think you can proceed.
Okay then. Thanks. Okay, let's go with the Raspberry Pi now. As I think most of you guys should be knowing about Raspberry Pi. It's a small single board computer. So it's like a credit card sized computer, which has its own inbuilt processor, and it also has I/O connectivity, and it can connect with Wi-Fi, and also it can connect with Bluetooth devices as well. And it has a small memory inbuilt as well, the RAM. So it's a kind of a full-fledged computer, I can say, but not with capacity what we can expect from our normal day-to-day PC. It's a stripped-down version of that, but with less in capacity. That's all. And for storage, we can use a small SD card, the micro SD card, which is normally connectable with the Raspberry Pi, and we can flash any OS which supports the Raspberry Pi. For example, there are many versions of Linux is also supported, apart from Windows 10 IoT Core. So we can flash, and we can just insert the SD card on the Raspberry Pi, and it should run seamlessly. And by default, with the pack, you get Raspberry YAM. So that's the default OS which you get along with the package. It's basically a variant of Linux. You do have HDMI out, so we can connect monitor or TV with Raspberry Pi. So if you are developing an app which needs some sort of UI, then you can try it out by connecting it to a TV. Normally, sometimes we won't be having flexibility to connect a display. For example, some monitor or something, because normally we try to connect it with our work laptops or maybe PC. So if at all you would like to connect something out of your working devices, you can try it with a TV. And it's a good device for any age. For example, even kids can install the Raspbian and launch Scratch. There is a version of Scratch available, and also Python is supported. So we can launch such apps and programming tools on Raspberry Pi and run it, give it a try. Okay, and normally Raspberry Pi requires a USB, micro USB as a power supply. It's 5 volt. Obviously. And for our Windows 10 IoT setup, it's better if we can have 16 GB of SD card. And if you have higher capacity, it's okay. But for me, normally I prefer to go with a smaller memory for the SD, because higher the amount we need to have more FAT32 entries. That will a little bit slow down for the processor what we have in Raspberry Pi. So if you need just 8 GB of memory, just go with 8 GB. That's a small suggestion from my end.
Small suggestion
Okay.
from my end. Okay.
And this is the tool which
the
is
tool
used for
which is
flashing
used for
Windows 10
flashing
IoT Core
Windows 10
onto
IoT Core
SD card,
onto SD
which is
card,
called Windows 10
which is called
IoT Core
Windows 10
dashboard.
IoT Core
So I have
dashboard.
given
So
the
I have
link
given
here,
the link
and at the
here.
end I will also show
And at
all
the
the
end, I will
links
also
which
show
are
all the
related
links
to
which
this
are
session,
related to this
and you can
session.
take it up. Anyhow, I have also shared
also
the slide
shared
at the beginning,
the slide at
and
the beginning,
towards the end I will share
and
it back
towards the
again.
end, I will share it back again.
So you can download this
you
tool.
can download
It's a
this
small
tool. It's a small
classic app,
classic app,
and the UI will be looking
and the
almost
UI will be looking
like the
almost
one
like
which I
the
have shown here
one which I have
in the
shown here
slide.
in the
Okay.
slide.
So this
Okay.
this dashboard, the IoT Core
dashboard, the
dashboard, can be
IoT Core
used
dashboard
to
can be
flash
used to flash
Windows 10 IoT
Windows
Core
10
into
IoT
SD
Core
card.
into SD
And
card.
basically you have to select the device
basically you have
type
to select the
and the
device
OS,
type and the OS,
build which you would like
build
to
which you would
flash.
like to
And
flash.
you have to select
And you
obviously
have to
the
select
drive,
obviously
the SD card drive,
the
which
SD card drive,
is
which
connected with your
is connected
PC
with
or
your
laptop.
PC or
And you
laptop.
can give a name,
And you can
device
give
name,
a name, device name,
and the administrator
the
password is
administrator
optional here.
password is
But
optional
if you
here.
leave it
But if
empty,
you leave it
it sets the
empty,
default
it sets
password.
the
I will show
default
you in the next
password.
slide
I will show
what
you in
is
the
the
next
default
slide
password.
what is the default
And you
password.
can also set
And you
the
can also
Wi-Fi
set the
connectivity here
Wi-Fi
itself.
connectivity here itself.
I will show a demo as well.
I will show
So
a demo as
here,
well.
if we
So here, if we
click on the checkbox, I will
click
be
on the
able to see
checkbox, I
all
will be
the
able to see all the
Wi-Fi networks which
Wi-Fi
we can
networks
see from
which
our
we can see
own
from our
laptop or
own
PC,
laptop
which we
or
are trying
PC,
to use
which we are trying to
for
use
this
for
setup.
this
I'll
setup.
try to share
I'll try to share
the screen.
the screen.
Just give me a moment.
Just give me a moment.
Okay. I hope you can see the screen of IoT dashboard. Okay. Here is the option which you have to choose to set up the IoT core in the SD card. So you have few options. One is My Devices, and then set up a new device and connect to Azure, and then try some samples. So you have to choose setup a new device, and here you can select the supported boards. Here you can see these are the boards which are supported by Raspberry Pi. Sorry, by Windows 10 IoT Core. So Intel's Turbo board is supported, and from Broadcom chipset it's Raspberry Pi, and for Qualcomm it's Dragon board, and NXP is supported as well. So these are the limited sets. But if you are preparing a custom device, then you can still get the license from Microsoft, and you can deploy it in any of the supported chip family. So here we are going to select Raspberry Pi 2, and the OS build is going to be 17763. That's the only one which I have downloaded, so you normally see that. If you have multiple versions available, you will be seeing it here in this dropdown. And we have to select the drive. I did not insert any SD card here now, so I don't see it. So here we can give the device name and the admin password. And if you select the Windows, the Wi-Fi network connectivity, you will see all the network connections, whatever is available here on the on your PC or laptop, and you can pick the one which you would like to use in the Raspberry Pi. So normally when you select that one, it will be encrypted and stored in the SD card as an encrypted format, and that will be used during the connectivity of Raspberry Pi to the internet. And once everything is set, we can just click on accept and download and install. Normally, it takes around 5 to 10 minutes to complete the setup. I will show you the screens which are involved in during the setup process. I go back to the slide. Okay, here. These are the options which you will be getting, kind of pop-ups which will be appearing during the setup. One is something really scary. It will say Microsoft IoT utility is trying to change something in your hard drive. Even though it says hard disk, it really doesn't do something on the hard disk. Because if you see in the disk utility manager, it will be actually marked as a kind of hard disk. So like a disk. So this is an alert coming from Microsoft because it's going to erase everything. So just say yes. And the next one will ask your concern to erase the SD card and reformat it with Windows 10 IoT Core. So click on continue. Then there will be a small character-based interface which will show the progress of the deployment. So it will start from 0 and it will progressively go until 100. Okay, once that is done, then the actual the setup new device screen will change to this format. Instead of the initial screen, it will change to this view where you can give a feedback after you take out the SD card and connecting with your Raspberry Pi. You can give a feedback whether the boot up is successful or not. It doesn't do anything when you click yes or no. It just sends feedback to Microsoft stating that you successfully managed to boot up the device. Okay. Normally, Microsoft recommends to connect via Ethernet when you are trying to boot it up for the first time. But I prefer to keep it Wi-Fi because it's not very easy to go and sit near our router and connect it with the Ethernet cables and stuff. So normally I keep it Wi-Fi. It takes a bit longer than the Ethernet one, but it's still fine. And I have few suggestions here during this process. One is the SD card which you choose. It should be class 10. At least class 10. So the transfer rate, the data transfer rate should be good enough to handle a Windows 10 IoT Core. If you go with lower one, normally you will see differences in setup as well as in first time booting, and also during your application runtime and stuff. Normally it takes almost around 40 to 45 minutes to put it for the first time if you go with a lower grade SD cards. But whereas if you go with a class 10 or higher, then it will be done within 8 to 10 minutes for the first time. And after that, it will be very quick. For first time, it does a kind of unzipping and setup of the OS behind the scene. And I prefer to connect the Raspberry Pi with a monitor or TV because normally we won't know what's happening behind the scene. So that's something we need to monitor. Because for example, it will stay in some setup screen. For example, if you haven't selected anything for the connectivity with Wi-Fi, it will stay in the Wi-Fi connectivity screen asking you to select the Wi-Fi. But if you have connected via Ethernet, then that pop-up shouldn't appear. And the next one, I prefer to have a mouse or a keyboard with you to connect to the Raspberry Pi. Because normally, if at all you end up with some setup screens, you can skip them easily. Or at least you can set it up. For example, if you need to choose a Wi-Fi network and need to enter your credentials, then this will be handy. And for the first time booting, sometimes the screen will go blank. Don't panic. Definitely it will come back. You need to be some patience. Okay. And after you remove the SD card and put it in the Raspberry Pi, normally you will see two screens, the setup screens in general. One is related to the language setting, which will ask you to choose the language. There are a few languages supported in Windows 10 IoT Core, which you can choose during the first time boot. And normally, if you leave it for a while, it will by default it will select English and go ahead. And the next screen is the second one is about the network connectivity. So normally it will, if you haven't selected any network during your flashing part, flashing stage, then you will be getting this screen during the first time boot process. So here you can select either the Wi-Fi, or even if you connect an Ethernet cable, then you should be able to skip this. And at times, even if you have selected some Wi-Fi network, it will connect, but it will still stay in this screen for a while. So if you would like to skip the process, you can click on this step, which will be shown almost towards the bottom part of the screen. So you can skip that. So this is where I feel like it's better if you keep a mouse or a keyboard handy. You would be able to bypass this screen. So once you are done with these two setup screens, normally if you leave it as is, it should be able to go through seamlessly. Once you are done with that, the first thing which will appear from your device will be this screen. So it's not a shell, actually it's an app. So that's where I said that the Windows 10 IoT Core doesn't have shell. But this one, it mimics a kind of shell. Okay. So for any questions on setting up the device?
No, I think it's no.
That's fine. Okay. Thank you. So next part is the device portal itself. Once we are done with the setup and connectivity, we can see it in our Windows 10 the IoT dashboard. I will switch back to that screen. Just give me a while. So here I am back to the IoT dashboard. So you can click on the My Devices. So here you normally see the Windows 10 IoT Core PCs. For example, here I have already connected with the Raspberry Pi. So once it is boot and up and running, then you should be able to see it here. But you need to be on the same network as your Raspberry Pi. So, say for example, if you have selected a Wi-Fi network for your PC or for your laptop, which is running the IoT dashboard, you need to be on the same network on your Pi as well. So, if you end up with a different network, say for example, if you select a different band from 5 GHz to 2.4, then you won't be able to see it automatically detected here by the IoT dashboard. Okay, so once it's done, you will be able to see your device available here. You can click on it. You have options like open the device portal and then launch a PowerShell. So this PowerShell is not going to be directly in your Raspberry Pi, but it's a kind of SSH. So you are going to launch something via your dashboard. So from your PC, I'm launching some commands to your IoT device, the Raspberry Pi here. And there is another option, the IoT remote client. So this one is a kind of RDP client, which is available for connecting with Windows 10 IoT Core devices. We can launch an RDP session, and we can use it right away from your desktop to manage your device. And the other one is a network share. This is mainly the share folder, which we can access from here. The share folder of your device, the IoT device. Okay, and we can also copy the IPs, the V4 as well as the V6 IPs. And if you would like to copy the device name, you can do so. And there is an option available to shut it down as well. You can shut down remotely from the IoT dashboard. So if you'd like to stop the device, you can do here, as well as you can restart as well. So these are the options available here from the IoT dashboard. And if you click on Open Device Portal, it will basically lead to a portal which will be connecting to your device, the IoT device. Okay, I am trying to connect to the portal. Just give me a moment, and I will share my screen again. Okay, one more point which I would like to highlight here. I would like to go back to the slide. See the slide back. Okay. Here is the default password. Normally, I prefer to change it, otherwise you will end up compromising your device in the internet. Okay, so definitely you should change it. But if for any reason, if you are leaving it blank during your setup, this is the default password which will be set by Windows 10 IoT Core. And from your remote, the device portal, you would be able to take screenshots if at all you haven't connected the device with a monitor or a TV. You can take a screenshot. You can monitor what's appearing in your device. Okay, so from device portal, it's possible. And one another point which you have to note down is you have to enable RDP from the portal. Otherwise, you won't be able to do RDP to your Raspberry Pi. Okay, I will go back to the portal and I will share my screen. Just a moment, I'm trying to share my screen again. Okay, I just opened the portal. It normally asks for the credential which you set during the initial.
Sorry, we are not able to see the screen.
Okay, I hope you can now. Oh, it went back?
Not yet. It came, but I think again we went back.
Okay, I hope you
not yet.
Not yet. Someone to share my screen related to the portal. It's an edge actually.
Oh, Arun, I think still same thing.
Okay, in the worst case, I will just try to show the screenshots whatever I have.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's not working actually to share my screen. Let me close it and reopen once, and if it doesn't work, then I will try to just take a screenshot and share it with you.
Okay, sure.
I can see a small rectangle occupying the whole screen. Okay. Okay, then I will take a small screenshot and I will put it in the slide and share it with you. Okay, I think you can see at least the screenshot which I took it now.
Okay.
Actually, whenever I try to share, I just see the small rectangle, the small one, but I don't see it occupying the whole screen. Okay, this is the portal. Normally, when we try to open it up, it will ask for the credential which we set during the initial flashing stage. And you have options to see the device settings. Here, if you would like to change the name of your device, you can change, and the audio devices, whatever you have connected, will be appearing in the audio control. And you can take a screenshot. This is what I was telling before. So if at all you haven't connected a monitor or a display to your Raspberry Pi, you can capture a screenshot here, and then you can see what's going on in Raspberry Pi. And if you would like to change the password, you can do it here as well. And the next one is apps. This option lists out all the applications which are installed in the device. So basically, if you are running a small application and if you have installed it on your device, that app will appear here. And as well as you can see Azure clients, and this is basically the connectivity, the inbuilt connectivity available from Windows 10 IoT Core. So this is a basic feature which is available in all flavors of Windows 10 IoT. And next is the processes. It's mainly the list of processes which are running, and you would be able to stop as well as switch the process here, and a few information related to debugging. For example, if you would like to take some logs, you can go and take the logs from here. And the devices or the connected devices to the Raspberry Pi or any IoT device which you are working on. So you'll be able to see if you have connected a keyboard or maybe a mouse, you would be able to see it here. And connectivity is about the network connections. So this is, for example, to set up Wi-Fi or maybe to set up your Bluetooth device, you can go here and set it up. And TPM configuration is one of the feature as well. So here you can keep the secrets. So this is inbuilt on Windows 10 IoT. And here you do have the Windows update. If we head over to this option, the Windows 10 Windows update, we will be seeing a button as like in our usual Windows 10 to check for updates, and if there is any update, you can refresh it on your device remotely from here. And I was telling about the remote option which we supposed to enable. Maybe I'll take one more screenshot and share it here because that's something little important. Okay, so if you select remote, then you can see there is a small checkbox available. So you have to enable this if you would like to do RDP or an SSH kind of steps. So this should be enabled, and no reboot is required. So as soon as you connect, as soon as you enable this option, you would be able to connect and work with device. Okay, so that's about the options. So the rest of things are just for trying out. Okay, so this is about the portal, and these are the options available. Actually, I thought I would be able to share my screen, so unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to do so. Sorry about that. Okay, I head over back to the slide. I'll share my slide back again. Okay. So this is another tool, which is Windows IoT Remote Client. The link is available here as well. So you can download the IoT Remote Client. This can be used to do RDP. So you won't be able to use our usual RDP client, which is MSST, the you can see the one which we normally use on day-to-day life is not supported. So we have to use a separate Windows IoT remote client for that. So once we select the device to connect, then you need to enter the credential as usual. And then when you click on connect, it will connect to the remote PC. So say for example, if you are running a session on your Raspberry Pi, you can do RDP from this IoT remote client. But there is one limitation after the recent build. Currently, the Pi is not supported. So you see a blank color screen. It doesn't do anything. But you would be able to really interact. But only the screen is blank. So still, it's a bug and it's not yet resolved so far. So this is one of the reasons why you have to go for a monitor now, at least for a while until they fix it out. So the next is the creation of the project itself. So I'm going to use Visual Studio for that. And as I said at the beginning, we need to go with the UWP, the Universal Windows Platform App, and that's the only supported way of applications which you can deploy on IoT Core. Okay. And when you prepare a project, then you have to choose ARM profile because Raspberry Pi is an ARM machine. Okay, I will try to share my screen just to show you the application. Okay, I hope you can see my Visual Studio. Sorry guys, it's still 2017.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm planning to change my laptop, so I'm just staying with that, and I do have some unfinished items. I would like to finish that and then go ahead and deploy the new one. So here, when you create a new project, you have to choose Windows Universal. That's the UWP stuff, and you can choose a blank project here. Okay. So you can just give the name as usual and click OK. And here you will be getting the pop-up asking for the target and minimum version. So here the minimum one should be 1803, the build 17134. That's the minimum version which you can select for preparing your application. And there are other ones below 17134 is not supported. So if you go for lower builds, then you will end up with having some error during the runtime. Okay. And the other one is the target version. You have to select the build. I prefer to do so. The one which you have selected during the flash part. When you are doing the IoT, the SD card. So when you try to flash using the IoT Core dashboard, so you would have selected the build. I prefer to select the same build for our application as well as a target. So when I prepared the SD card, I selected 17763. So I'll be selecting the same here. It will save some time from our end. Okay, anyhow, I think it's already ready. Okay, if you see the references, you can see it's basically the usual universal platform-related references. You can see the Windows, the Microsoft .NET Core reference as well. Okay, here, say for example, if we go with our UI layer, the XAML, we can just type in small text box as text block, maybe. For example, a small text block saying hello world. Okay. And when you try to launch the application, as I said, you have to choose Arun. So this is the profile which you can use. And here during the debug process, you have to choose the remote machine. Okay. When you select a remote machine, you will be able to see the device, the one which is running on Windows 10 IoT Core. If it is based on Windows 10 IoT Core, Visual Studio should be able to auto detect. So you can choose that here. Say for example, I choose ARM, and then I go for remote machine, apps. This is the typical demo. Okay, it's here. Okay, I can select that, and it will build the project, and then you click on run the usual run, which we do during the day-to-day development. So this will start building up the application, and it will also deploy the application. And during the first time, if your device is not deployed with the framework, it will also try to install the framework, the frameworks whichever is not yet available in the IoT device. So it will deploy, and it will launch the application from the device. Okay. So this will take a while. Because I'm not connecting it via Ethernet. I'm connecting it via Wi-Fi. So this will take a while. Meanwhile, I'll go back to the slide, and once it is ready, I will come back here. Okay. So here it's again this is the project which we supposed to use, the Universal Windows Platform project, and then we have to choose the ARM profile because our chipset, the Raspberry Pi chipset, is ARM based, and you have to choose a remote machine to deploy it in your Raspberry Pi. Okay. So these are the screens or steps which you need to follow. As I already explained, you have to choose the minimum version, and as well as the target Windows version which you are going to deploy on. And once that is done, then you prepare your UI or all the application, whatever you need to do. And the next step is to change the profile, the ARM based profile, and then you select the remote machine. and pick up the device here. And if at all, if at all it doesn't appear here, then maybe you can even type in the address, the IP address, which you can get it from the IoT dashboard. Okay, there I've shown the option which is available to copy the IP address. So you can select and copy the IP address and put it here, and it should be working fine. So as a note, so the target version should be the one which we have selected during the setup, and rest of the things which I have already covered. Okay, and once it is done, then you should be able to see it in the screen in your device. Okay, I can see my screen is up and running with the Hello World. I will try to take a screenshot because since it is connected with the Raspberry Pi, I won't be able to share my screen from that. I will try to take a screenshot from the device portal. As I said, if at all you have difficulty in connectivity with a monitor or a TV, then you can head over to the device portal. And you can do a capture screenshot. Okay. I will again do a small screenshot here again, just to show you where you're supposed to click on. So here, this is the option which you're supposed to click. So there you have the option to take a screen grab, and you can click on the capture. And once you capture the screenshot, then you have to click on download. If at all you would like to download it to your PC, you can click on the download button. I will show another screenshot to get it there. Okay. And at times, you may not be seeing the screenshot live as soon as it grabs. There will be a small placeholder available. You just click right-click on it and click on load image. I'm taking another screenshot. Okay, the screenshot is ready. So if you see here, by right, it's supposed to show the actual screen which is available on the Raspberry or the IoT device. But most of the time it won't load it automatically. So you just right-click on this placeholder and click on the load image. Then you should be able to see it available there in your portal. Okay. So now I'm taking another screenshot. Sorry, it would have been very nice if I can show a live demo. Anyway, we are trying to work around it now. It looks like you can see it now, the whole screen. Asif, can you confirm? Okay. I don't know why. Okay, and how. This is good. So you can see the screenshot has been captured, and if you would like to download, you can download it. Okay. And so normally, when you try to download, it might sometimes show some error. Just try to go back and try to take it up back. Okay. It should be because since I'm sharing my screen, I think it's opening up another screen, and it doesn't allow me to do the screenshot. At least it's better. I can share the portal now. Okay, so here when you capture, you will be able to see the hello world. So it's visible quite small here. Just I would like to recap the things, whatever you can do from the portal since it's available for sharing. So here you can manage your apps, and in your local storage, you can see the list of applications which are running in the foreground. If say here, you can see the first app which we have developed, and it's currently running. Okay, and the file explorer is the same explorer window which will give you the list of files available in your IoT PC. And it won't show all the system files here. It only gives a limited access. So it's basically the user SharePoint or user folder. Okay, and quick run samples or some pre-built samples available for you to just flash it on your IoT device. Say for example, if you would like to run an internet radio, you can just click on it and deploy and run. So it's quite easy. There are many other applications available online, so you can just download them and deploy it and run it. So it's you need not do anything. You can just download and run it. And Azure client, I didn't sign up. So for as I said, for this to work, you need to set up the TPM first. So the TPM configuration is a secure configuration, which I'm not going to do it now. And here, if I click on it for the first time, it will take a while to see whether there is any encrypted data available in the device. Okay. So here the devices. It goes with all set of connected devices available on the Raspberry Pi now. So you can see an audio device as well as the display sensors and things are shown here in the list. Okay, and for the connectivity, you do have it for Bluetooth, and for internet sharing and connection. So if you click on Bluetooth, you will be able to enable it and try to connect a device. You can pair a Bluetooth device with your Raspberry Pi. So here are the Windows update. Usual format of Windows update. You can check for update, and if there is any available update, you can just click on install, and it should be able to download and install it. And remote, the chill box, which I was telling about, and the others are just some tutorials. So here, so we managed to run a small application Hello World. So that's simple thing which we can do quickly. So basically, we managed to flash Windows 10 IoT Core on a small SD card, with a micro SD card, and then we booted it up with a Raspberry Pi, and we prepared a small Hello World application, and we ran it on the Raspberry Pi. So this concludes our demo, and I would like to let you know about the IoT offerings from Microsoft. I will head over back to the slide. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. So here is the list of Azure IoT product portfolio. Just to note, it's not a constant. As you know, Microsoft frequently updates Azure. So every few weeks and every month we get new services adding up. So it's not a constant. So definitely, if you refer back after a few months, you have to go to the Azure portal and try to see what are the latest offerings available at that point of time. So first one out of it is IoT Central, which is a SaaS solution, the software as a service, which provides almost all the necessary steps required, but it has some limitations, like you cannot do full-fledged customization here. So it provides storage as well as the telemetry retrieval part and connecting and provisioning the devices. You can have a dashboard as well. So the whole set is available as a package. So that is IoT Central. And this one is the easiest one to start with. So the next one, in the next session, I'm going to share with you how you can set up IoT Central project, how you can provision a device, and how you can connect a Raspberry Pi or any IoT device and send telemetry to Azure IoT Central. Okay, so that will be for our next session. And for IoT Central, basically it's a SaaS model. It's a SaaS service. It provides everything required for IoT device, but customization is bit limited here. And even post action, we do have a set of post actions which we can design and set it out in the IoT Central. And the next one is IoT Hub. This is a very flexible one. So you can have bidirectional communication, and you can have your own customized data model, and you can define your own storage. You can plug with Power BI or whatever front end which you would like to have. You can plug with that. Whereas with IoT Central, you have limited capabilities in that. But if you would like to quick start, then IoT Central is the easiest one to go. But whereas for IoT Hub, you need to take some extra effort to customize and prepare the things, because you need to provision your own storage, and the database, everything needs to be designed and set up from our end. And the next is IoT solution accelerators. So here this one is based on IoT Hub as well. But here we have well-defined solution available from Microsoft and other providers. So we can select the one which fits well for us, and still we have to connect with IoT Hub. But the project and the solution will be available on. So if we need to customize anything, we can customize on top of that. So this is basically to speed up our IoT Hub related activities. So you have everything available on hand, you run it, and based on that, whatever your requirement, you can customize from there. Instead, we do everything from the scratch. You can have some working model available on IoT solution accelerators. And next one is Azure Digital Twins. Here this one is mainly for modeling physical environments. For example, if you have a scenario like if you are deploying some IoT solution for a supermarket, say for example, in that case, you might need to track the crowd in each one of the lane, and maybe you might need to deploy the counters based on that, the cash counters and the cashiers based on the crowd available on each lane. So for this, you might need to have the physical location where we need to deploy, and the kind of a map which we need to prepare. For that, we can use Azure Digital Twins. And the other example is if you have an oil field and maybe an oil refinery, there will be a lot of pipes running around. Say if you need to say if you need to have a dashboard which has all the pipes displayed on it, and if you need to nail down where exactly the problem comes in, we can make it as a model here, as well as we can show in a dashboard where the problem is coming from, or where the pressure is going down, or leakage, all those kind of things. We can have it from there. So this is for Azure Digital Twins, and the next one is IoT Edge. So this is something very nice and interesting. So with IoT Edge, it's basically edge-based model. You can run your edge device with IoT, and part of your workload is transferred to your device. Okay, so from there you can do small computations. At times, if you would prefer not to connect with the cloud very frequently, you can go with this kind of model, IoT Edge. So you can partially unload or offload some of your activities to your edge device, and if it is capable of doing so. And next is Azure Time Series Insights. Normally, this is used for visualizing your telemetries, what you get based on the time series data. So this is available from Azure as well. Say for example, yesterday what was the weather, and how is it today. So this is based on a time and series of data which will be acquiring from IoT device. So these kind of scenarios and insights can be retrieved from Azure Time Series Insights. And the next one is Azure SQL Edge. It goes well with IoT Edge. So if you would like to store part of your data in your edge device, you can go with Azure SQL Edge. So here it gives the same set of security and performance as like in our usual Microsoft SQL engine. And with SQL Edge, you can keep some offline data. Instead, we connect and send the data quite frequently in the cloud. We can do the synchronization whenever we get a connectivity, or maybe when the network is quite good. For such scenarios, we can go with Azure SQL Edge. And one another reason from Azure is Azure Sphere. So this is based on Linux. This is a new one. Here it has kind of a different security model, where the security is grown from the hardware itself. So only Azure can interact with the hardware, the security layer, and the rest of your application or any other some app or anything else cannot interact with that particular layer of hardware. So that kind of security is inbuilt on Azure Sphere. It's something for a device which needs a good security, and it is also supported long-term by Microsoft. Okay. The next one is Azure RTOS. It's completely open source. You would be able to see everything available on the internet. And this is for it's normally we all know that the RTOS is the real-time OS, which is mainly the performance, the nice performance related applications are running on RTOS. So this one is lightweight and shoots basically for most ultra-fast performance expected applications. Say for example, if we have a small limited capacity device and I would like to have a good performance, we can go with RTOS. This also comes with inbuilt solutions related to Azure. You can connect with Azure and you can do or send the telemetry, and that kind of stuff can be done from Azure RTOS as well. That concludes the portfolio of Azure products. If you have any more questions, you can ask. I will give a pause again.
Yeah, hi everyone. If you have any questions, you can either unmute or can ask in the chat box. Hi, I have one question here. Actually,
Yes,
not
Asif.
not maybe related to this.
Mhm.
It's for suppose if you want to capture some real time means maybe you can say humidity or maybe the temperature informations from a big field or maybe like forms.
Okay.
So in that kind of scenario, Raspberry Pi is okay, or I mean like we need to find out some other solution for that.
Okay. Raspberry Pi can be still used, but if your computation is going to be quite high, then it's not preferred to go with Raspberry Pi. Say, for example, as I said, if you are interacting with too many devices, you should always try to go with Windows 10 Enterprise. And for that, the supporting devices are mostly the x86 and x64.
Oh, okay. So means like suppose there are a lot of means like agri startups coming. So what actually they are like they having their own devices to capture the real time data from the fields like about the humidity and
Yeah, for
other
definite. Yeah,
other
sorry. Sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead, please.
yeah.
Let you
So
complete your question.
yeah, so means basically what because I just wonder what exactly they use to capture those data, because I don't see like we can do with the Raspberry Pi, because I mean like 2 years back, I think one of our community member he presented one session that was on Raspberry Pi, and in that I think Raspberry Pi is good enough for only for the small projects and yeah, but not for scaling up on the big fields. So like I just wonder what exactly they use.
Okay. Definitely, Raspberry Pi is mainly for development activities. So, if we prefer to go and production grade, we should go with our own custom device. Instead, we go with the Raspberry Pi because Pi is a generic purpose device. It's not something which we can use it for a specific purpose. So, in that case, still, if it is just humidity or kind of a few information which we are retrieving from sensors, we can go with a small our own board. And in that case, we have to go with Microsoft to license Windows 10 IoT. Still, it supports if the chipset is based on Qualcomm or ARM a command set, then we should be able to install Windows 10 IoT on it. Okay.
And yeah, what the security? Because I think from the IoT point of view, security is always the big concern. And so what Microsoft is doing to ensure the security between the network of data transmission network between the IoT devices and the like source and destination.
Okay. The same Windows 10, the security layer, whatever is available on Windows 10, is available on Windows 10 IoT Core as well. So it's even though it's a smallest part, security is one of the key aspects which Microsoft takes it as an important factor of these IoT devices, because definitely will be transferring data between devices as well as to cloud. So security is inbuilt, and this is where I was also showing the TSM. So here we can define our encrypted data there, so the data and keys, whatever we would like to have it for our application to interact with our service, can be kept in a secure location. So that's a key part of Windows 10 IoT. And if you need a hardware layer based security, then you can go with Azure Sphere. But personally, I haven't tried it yet because it needs a separate kind of board, which I haven't purchased so far. I will give it a try. If I do that, I will also organize the session to demonstrate that. Okay, I just popped up a feedback window. So it would be nice if you can share your feedback. It's only one question actually, and the other one is optional. It's a plain text. Okay.
Hi everyone, if you have any questions, you can ask. And there is a feedback link, so you can just click on the feedback and provide your valuable feedback. So it helps to improve the session. Let me ping on the chat box.
And meanwhile, I will try to share the screen which has the references. And if you would like to have the slides, I have already shared the link. I will try to share it back again so that you can download it because many of the guys joined a little later.
And the session recordings of will be available by tomorrow of the session. So if you have any questions, either you can reach me out or maybe Arun. Yeah, he's available on LinkedIn. So yeah, that's for today. Okay, thanks everyone for joining the session. Thank you so much, Arun, for the session. Really nice session. And hope we'll have some good, some upcoming demos in the next sessions.
Sure. So the next one will be about sending real telemetry to Azure. As I said, it will be about the IoT Core Central. We can have some demo of how to set up the IoT Central dashboard and how to set up the device as well as sending the telemetry. Hope it will be more interesting than this one.
Okay, thanks, Arun.
Thank you everyone. Thanks my dear friends. Thank you. Bye.